Hey guys, it's Leanne. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new here, and if you're not new then of course a big welcome back. Now today's video is a video that I've never actually done before on my channel. So I put a little thing out on Instagram, a little poll saying, you know, ask me anything, whatever. So I've tried to answer as many questions as possible, but there was actually a lot. There was a lot more than I thought, to be honest. So some are makeup related, some are not makeup related. If you would like to get to know me more, then please keep on watching. Before we jump right into this question and answer video, I'm just going to remind everyone, as always, to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so you will not miss one upload from me, which I actually do upload every week now. I sort of got a routine going, so yes, please hit that notification bell, subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Also, on my Instagram, you will see I've got a massive makeup giveaway going on, and there is still time to enter. So I will leave the video for that makeup giveaway in the description bar of this video. So one of the first questions I received was, when did you start doing makeup? So I started doing makeup on clients about 3 years ago. So in about 2017, I remember taking my first client, and it was just an awful experience. It was awful for me. To look back on it, was an awful experience. I thought the makeup was absolutely out of this world, unbelievable, unreal. But actually, it was unreal for all the wrong reasons. But yeah, I started 3 years ago, and from then, obviously practice makes perfect. I've built up a client base now of loyal clients, which I'm obviously very, very happy about. Now, how old was I when I started doing makeup? So I'm 28 now, so I would have been 25, which for some is quite a late age to start doing makeup. But before I started doing makeup, I never actually used to wear makeup anyway, because I just couldn't do it. I just didn't have one clue. So there's hope for everyone who's thinking, you know, it's too late to start now. Just start, literally, because I started when I was 25 and I didn't know anything. I started from absolute scratch. So yeah, I was 25 when I first started doing makeup. Now, what made me get into makeup? So I don't know if there's like a one answer for this question, but basically I trained in nails. So I trained for 2 years in acrylic nails and gel nails, shellac, everything. But I weren't really good at nails at all. Didn't really enjoy them. So I used to try and watch nail tutorials on YouTube, but then one day I just so happened to come across a makeup tutorial, and I think it was by Carly Bible, who I actually love. And from then I just started watching makeup tutorials a lot. And then I remember one night my friend asked me to do hair makeup, not a full face, just literally a bit of highlight, because I was just starting to get into highlighter. So she was like, oh, do that thing on my face, what you've been doing to yours, it looks good, whatever. So I remember doing my friend's makeup, and literally I just couldn't believe how much a little bit of highlighter and contour can change the face. So from that moment, I remember that moment quite distinctly. I was like, oh my God, I really want to do this now. It makes me feel so good, making other people feel good about themselves and have confidence. And yeah, it just amazed me, the power of makeup. So definitely happened just by chance. But to be honest, I think what stopped me from getting into makeup a lot earlier was the fact that I've always believed like it weren't possible for me. Like I just didn't have a clue how to do eyeshadow, how to do foundation, how to do anything. So I think looking back, if I had a bit more confidence in myself at the time, I definitely would have picked to do a makeup course rather than a nails course. So that's a shame, but it all doesn't matter now. But yeah, that's kind of what made me get into makeup, coming across a video just by chance and then starting to practice on friends, and then obviously practicing on myself. So yeah, it's just a good feeling for me. When I was doing makeup, I was like, I realised, you know what, I actually prefer makeup tutorials to nail tutorials, and I actually prefer doing someone's face makeup rather than doing someone's nails. I used to dread doing people's nails, but makeup, I was like, oh, I could just do this for free, and I did for a good while. I just started taking models for ages and ages just to build up. So yeah, I realised how much I loved it by the fact that I was willing to do it for like absolute no money, just for the love of it, literally. Now, favourite singer. I do like music, but I don't think I've got like one favourite singer. If I had to pick one, I think I'd have to go with Rihanna for a female, and maybe for a male, Drake, yeah. But I do listen to so much other music and so many other artists that It's really hard to say one, but just in the name of answering the question, then I'm going to say Rihanna. How to cope with clients cancelling. So I have a policy now that is like, if anyone wants an appointment with me, whether that's family, friends, past clients, whether you know you can trust on them, rely on them, whatever, I just take a minimum deposit that you will lose if you cancel that appointment, because obviously that appointment could have went to someone else. By taking a deposit, I know that even if the client cancels, well, I've still made something from it. I haven't completely lost out financially, and on my time as well. I've still had a minimum deposit that I can then keep. So that's how I handle clients cancelling. It's just inevitable. It's so common in the makeup and beauty industry. But I just handle it by demanding, well, not demanding, but you know, just, I don't know what the word is, by just having a rule in place that you must pay a minimum deposit. Now, this question is so hard. If there was one brand you could buy from for the rest of your life, which brand would that be? Like, oh my God, that is such, I feel like that's one of the hardest questions ever. Like, there's so many good brands, I don't know where to even begin. But if I had to choose one brand, I'd probably have to go with Fenty. Fenty's not my favourite brand, but in terms of it being cruelty free, I actually love the products and the quality of the products anyway. I feel like Fenty's a good option because colourful collections, it's got more neutral collections, so it's got a bit of everything. So if I had to choose one brand, I would probably choose Fenty, but I'd be so jealous of all the other product releases by other brands. So my journey in the makeup industry, any struggles and letdowns that I've experienced. So my journey is probably not that much different to any other or most other makeup artists' journeys really. The letdowns and the struggles are like clients cancelling. So any letdowns, things like when I first started out, this is not a letdown, it's just more of a struggle. So when I first started out, I was doing makeup for so cheap, like £10 for a full face, including eyelashes and everything. So in my mind, my logic was people will understand that for that price point, they're not going to get, you know, anything out of this world. It's as much helping me to learn as it is helping them get the makeup done for such a cheap price. But people unfortunately don't have that idea. I'd be charging £10 and people would literally be expecting like the quality of makeup that I do now, which is with 3 years experience and loads of mistakes behind me. So I did find that a bit of a struggle. It was really disheartening when I was charging so cheap and then people would still complain or would ask for things like things that at the time I weren't capable of doing really. So some of the mistakes I made or the struggles I experienced were like when I first started doing makeup, like I said, I was charging very cheap, but when I actually was making mistakes, I weren't experienced enough to know how to fix them. But obviously the clients would be like, well, can you fix this? Can you change this? And I'd just be like, oh, like getting really anxious, getting severe anxiety over like, I don't actually know how I'm gonna fix it. I just used to be like, oh, please, let's just hope they don't notice, basically, which is so bad. But like, what could I do? It was as much to help me as it was to help them, and I feel like the clients didn't understand that I was just literally practicing. They were like guinea pigs for £10, but obviously that was a struggle. Maybe I should have just been doing the makeup for free, and maybe I should have been more like, right, I can only do certain looks, or my skills only extend to whatever. But yeah, that was a bit of a struggle to try and make that work. But obviously I am grateful now looking back, because I've learned a lot about makeup. I've learned how to fix mistakes now. If I do a mistake now on a client's face, I won't be like, oh, anxiety. I'll just be like, right. And do you know what? If you just stay calm, the chances are it just takes 2 seconds to fix it. It just takes 2 seconds. But it really used to freak me out when clients would be like, can you fix this? Can you change this? Or, because in my head, I really just didn't know how to. So imagine how awkward that was. Like, I'm just there like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Having clients not return, it's so disheartening when you feel like you've done a good job and a client doesn't return. However, now I just don't take it personal. So my favourite TV show or series, at the moment I'm actually not watching anything. I'm just going to list off like 5 series that I actually love. So Homeland, I've just started recently watching that again. So I got up to season 3, so I need to just continue with that. Loved Game of Thrones, that was amazing. I got up to season 5 with that. I haven't seen the ending, but I know the ending because of obviously the social media and other people talking about it. So Homeland, Game of Thrones. I love The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I am obsessed with that show. Like, I literally watch reruns all the time. Constantly, I love it so much. and Lisa Vanderpump is my idol, and I actually met Lisa Vanderpump last year in Beverly Hills, so that was like one of the best days of my life. I got so emotional because of the charity work she's done for animals, which is something so close to my heart. I think I literally prefer animals to people, but that's just me. Yeah, I love watching $1 Million Listing LA. Oh, I just love looking at how the other half live. The mansions are amazing, all the palm trees in Beverly Hills, the beaches, the mountains, everything. So that's another absolute favourite TV series. My last favourite TV series that I've absolutely loved is Narcos. Yeah, they're my top 5 TV shows, past and present. Now, this is an easy one. Where am I from? Now, if you can't tell by the strong accent, I'm from Liverpool. And for those who don't know where that is, so Liverpool is a city in Great Britain, and one of the things it's most famous for is Liverpool is where the Beatles, the group The Beatles, from the like 1950s or 60s, I don't know, but this is where the Beatles were born. So that's where I'm from. Do I work and am I in college? So I've just graduated university. Now, I've done my degree in sociology, which I love sociology. I find it so interesting. And for those who don't know, sociology is just the study of society. Well, more like society's problems. It's a very diverse subject, but it's something that I've really enjoyed. I'm not in college at the moment, but I've just graduated university. Now, I do work, so I am a makeup artist. For those who don't know, watching this channel, I am a professional makeup artist, so I do clients most weekends. However, I also have a job doing care work. That role just involves things like giving people medication, providing food, company for people, mostly older people, but we do actually have a lot of young service users as well. But yeah, that's what I do for work. But YouTube is not work at the moment, it's just a hobby, but I am working on my YouTube to try and get it so it becomes a career, because I would love to do this full time. That's the goal. So keep watching, keep subscribing, keep liking, and keep recommending me to others, so then that can come true. So my favourite YouTuber, which is so hard because I watch so many different YouTubers. I'm going to list some of my favourites, but then I'm going to pick my absolute favourite. So some of my favourite YouTubers are Jacqueline Hill, Patrick Starr, Jeffree Star, Nikki Tutorials, love her. Manny MUA, I quite like him as well. Make Me Up Misa, or Make Up Missa, not sure if I've said that right. Jamie Genevieve, I love Amanda Ensing. I did love Laura Lee, she's actually so funny. Every time I watch her videos, I just laugh. I love Holly Boone as well. And let's make this 10. Let me give one more YouTuber who I actually love. Tati. How could I forget Tati? Love Tati. Oh, and James Charles. So if I had to choose just one, then I would have to choose Jacqueline Hill. Literally, I love that girl's energy. She's so positive, so inspiring. I think she'd be a really nice friend. Like when I'm watching her videos, I just think, oh, I'd just love to be her mate. And yeah, I'd have to say, for makeup, it's Jacqueline Hill. She's my favourite YouTuber. I always find her videos so informative, and I always learn something new from each different video. But while I've just been saying that, I just assumed someone would want to know who my favourite makeup YouTuber is. So I answered that question with Jacqueline Hill, and that's fine. She is my favourite makeup YouTuber. However, while I was talking, I was just thinking, oh my god, I can't believe I left out Bailey Sarian. I absolutely love that girl. Like, she is amazing. So, favourite YouTuber generally is Bailey Sarian. She's another person who I think, oh my god, she's so cool. I just literally love to be a best friend. She's so funny. She's got a series called Murder Mystery Makeup Monday. So most Mondays she'll upload a video telling a true crime story while she does her makeup. Love her makeup. I think she's so talented. Love her personality. She's so funny. And I love the whole concept that she's brought to YouTube. So where is my favourite place to visit? I would have to say Los Angeles. I've been twice, and it's literally got a piece of my heart, a massive chunk of my heart. Like, I love it so much there. The weather is unbelievable. There's just palm trees everywhere in Beverly Hills. That looks amazing, and that really, like, I just love that, because like there's not really many other places like that. You know, them big streets that you see on Instagram lined with like trees, that is literally Beverly Hills in a nutshell. It's so nice to be just like going, like, to see how the other half live. It's just something else, literally something else. It's unbelievable. The homes that people own, the cars, everything. Venice Beach, amazing. Rodeo Drive, amazing. Hollywood Boulevard, iconic. The Walk of Fame, love it. yeah, it's got to be Los Angeles for me. Although New York is a close second. I've also been to New York twice. I loved it there. Would love to go back. New York City is a vibe. The best thing about New York is the New Yorkers. They are so fun, so friendly, so positive and outgoing. Love New York. But if I had to go and live somewhere, I'd definitely live in LA because it's got the best of everything. My skin type. So, my skin type is combination skin. I sometimes get oily around here, like just on the forehead area. Here gets very, very oily, and sometimes on the chin, so literally just like straight down. Everywhere else is fine. My skin did go through a phase of having so many spots around just like the perimeter of my forehead. It was the most stressful thing ever. I even started thinking, oh my god, is like, you know when your hair gets greasy, I was thinking, is that somehow coming down onto my actual forehead skin? Like, because the spots were just so bad, they just wouldn't go. So that was stressful. But I started drinking a lot more water, and you know what? That problem just instantly went away. My skin is combination, so oily and normal. So how did I start teaching / doing makeup for others? I just started like doing makeup for others because I taught myself how to learn makeup on YouTube just by practicing, trial and error, like I've explained. So being doing makeup lessons, like teaching makeup lessons, that's great and I enjoy it. But in the last like 2 years or so, I've just been thinking like I really want to do this like internationally. I feel like sometimes when I watch makeup tutorials, I don't learn anything. I literally don't learn nothing. Like, I'm just like, you're just watching the person talk when you've actually went to their channel to watch like actual makeup. So I just thought, you know what, I actually love teaching things anyway. I'm a very in-depth person anyway. So this is kind of what made me want to teach on YouTube sort of thing. So I hope that answers that question. Favourite high-end makeup brands? Now, I'm probably going to have to say Fenty again. I think Fenty is high-end, or Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yeah, Fenty or Anastasia Beverly Hills, I would say. Makeup, I can't leave the house without. Now, for me, there's not really much I have like that. For example, I'm very all or nothing. I will either have a full face of glam on or absolutely not one scrap of makeup on. There is no in between. I either look like I'm going to a red carpet or like no one owns me, literally. So there's not really a makeup product that I can't leave the house without. Like this makeup today is very natural for me, very natural. Normally I'll have eyeshadow on, everything else done to absolute perfection. I'll have obviously the waterline done, everything. But then if you catch me on another day, I'll have absolute nothing on, not a scrap. So for me, it's a really hard question to answer. But if you are asking me my favourite makeup product, it's got to be lip liner. That is my like holy grail product. It can just change everything. Who is my favourite makeup artist? So I actually love Mitchell so much. I think his work is just like art. It's unbelievable. And I actually went to one of his masterclasses and I actually got to see his models in real life. The skin was flawless. The eyes were just out of this world. They were unbelievable. So I actually got to learn from Mitchell. And I just think when I met him, he seemed very down to earth, very humble. So, yes, I'd have to say Mitchell for pure talent, and he seems like a nice person. What inspired me to be an MUA? So I think I've kind of answered this question in this video, but it was basically, I like empowering people, like women, mostly. But what inspired me was just like the fact that I enjoyed it so much, and actually seeing how people react when you do a full face of makeup and they're just so, they can't get over it. Like the power of makeup, the confidence that makeup can give people, and the levels that you can reach with makeup, as in artistry. Like the levels, makeup now is just something else. Like I love dramatic makeup, I actually love it. That's like probably like my favourite style of makeup to do on other people, as in clients, and even on myself. So I was inspired by like how creative you could actually be. And another thing that always makes me feel inspired in makeup is like there are no rules in makeup. Literally there's no rules, there's no right or wrong. It's just everything is to someone's taste, and to another person it's not their taste, but still it's not wrong, you know what I mean? And another thing that I think is so good about makeup and just like inspires me to keep going and creating more wild looks is that, you know what, if someone doesn't like it, they can just wipe it off. Like I feel like if I was a hairdresser, you'd mess up someone's hair, oh my god, imagine, that's a big deal. But in makeup it literally wipes off. So I just feel that's like a good safety net in makeup, and it just inspires me to keep going and keep creating and just keep trying to do new things. But yeah, it's more about how empowered people feel wearing makeup, what makeup can do for somebody. How tall I am. I'm actually quite short, so I'm actually like 5'3", roughly 5'3", 5'2" to 5'4", something like that. So let's just say 5'3". I already answered this question, but I'll answer it explicitly now. So how old am I? So I am 28. And now for the last question. How long it took me to learn makeup. I feel like I'm still learning makeup now. I feel confident at the level I'm at now, but I know that there's so much more for me to achieve. There's so much more. So I feel like I'm still learning now. But it did take me a while to get to this standard. It took me a while and a lot of practice and a lot of mistakes and a lot of research, a lot of watching other YouTubers and how they do it and things like that. It definitely takes hard work, dedication, and yeah, like, on the days, this is like just some advice like that I found helped me. On the days when you can't be bothered to, you know, practice makeup on yourself or practice makeup on a client or a friend, whatever, they're the days that you actually need to do it. That's the most important day to do it. If you can push yourself on a day where you really can't be bothered, then all the other days are quite easy. Otherwise, you get into a rut and then you just procrastinate and you just self-sabotage. But yes, definitely took me a while. I'd definitely say like maybe even a year and a half. Honestly, I was still making rookie mistakes, like silly mistakes a year and a half in. I still make mistakes now, but the difference is now I know how to fix them, which is obviously, you know, bonus for the clients, like I can fix the makeup if anything goes wrong. Don't put a time limit on yourself. As long as you just keep going, you will keep growing. So yes, I hope that everyone has enjoyed my question and answer session, and if you have any more questions, then please just leave them in the comment section down below. I've quite enjoyed doing this video, so I will do another one of these videos in future, maybe in 6 months. Maybe we'll see how big my YouTube channel is then. Maybe people will have different questions then. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video from me. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.